Don't be impatient with the universe. This is an intelligent system that we're all a part of. In God's eyes,
no one on this planet is any better than you. Realize that the journey and the goal are always the same. Detachment is the absence of a need to hold on to anyone or anything. It is a way of thinking and being which gives us the freedom to flow with life. Detachment is the only vehicle available to take you from striving to arriving. Do what you want as long as you're not interfering with anyone else's right to do the same. This is the definition of morality. So many people are expecting a miracle instead of being a miracle. Being bored is a choice. There's no such thing as boredom in the world. There are only people choosing to be bored. Death is nothing to fear. It's only another dimension. We're born in a night to perish in a night. Each one of us is a spiritual being having a human experience that was born in a night to perish in the night, but who you are is eternal. If one of us succeeds, we all do. I send my tennis opponent love. It removes the negative from my game. You will be trapped emotionally and physically until you learn to forgive. I will fill myself with love, and I will send that out into the world. How others treat me is their path. How I react is mine. It is a simple procedure to calculate the number of seeds in an apple. But who among us can ever say how many apples are in a seed? Injustice is a constant, but you can refuse to be seduced into being emotionally immobilized over it. In the world of pure thought, there are no boundaries, hence no limits. I recommend being gentle with yourself and loving yourself unconditionally, regardless of what comes your way. I finally realized that other people are simply going to be exactly the way they are, independent of my opinion about them. All the abundance you want is already here. You just have to tune it in. This universe is endless. It's a timeless universe, and it's filled with abundance. That abundance is your birthright. There are 3 things that clog your soul: negativity, judgment, and imbalance. Work today at eliminating being negative, eliminating judging someone else, and being out of balance inside. If you can eliminate these 3, you can really tune your life to a higher and more beautiful frequency: negativity, judgment, and imbalance. How could you ever have owned anything at all? The best we can do is to have temporary possession of our toys for a tiny speck of time. I have one suit in my closet with the pocket cut out. It is a reminder to me that I won't be taking anything with me. The last suit I wear won't need any pockets. You are the sum total of all of your choices up until this moment. Everything in the universe is connected through thought. Enlightenment is your ego's greatest disappointment. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. What goes on inside is your corner of freedom. Give just for the sake of giving and keep it circulating as it flows back. Fill yourself with love for everyone. See the unfolding of God in everyone you meet, including those whom you have been taught to reject. Fighting weakens while harmony strengthens and empowers. Harmony gets inside you through your thinking. The ancestor to all action is a thought. Everything you are against can be restated in a way that puts you in support of something. Instead of being against war, be for peace. Instead of being against poverty, be for prosperity. Instead of joining a war on drugs, be for purity. In our youth, when they asked Mother Teresa back in the 1960s if she would march against the war in Vietnam, she said no, but when you have a march for peace, I'll be there. Every man-made action starts with a thought, an idea, a vision, a mental image. From there, it materializes into form. If the world were so organized that everything had to be fair, no living creature could survive for a day. The bird would be forbidden to eat worms, and everyone's self-interest would have to be served. It is love and cooperation that make it all work. In the world of form, blame is a convenient excuse for why our world is not exactly what we would like it to be. The state of the world is a reflection of our state of mind, and the state of your individual world is also a reflection of your state of mind. In the East, they contemplate the forest. In the West, they count the trees. In the context of eternity, time does not matter. There is nothing to worry about ever. Either you have control or you don't. If you do, then take control. If you don't, then dismiss it. Don't waste your energy on worry. There's nothing to worry about. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. There is no way to prosperity. Prosperity is the way. It is more important for you to be than to have a goal. Be in this moment. There has always only been now. The process of surrendering, focusing, and living on purpose leads to ecstasy. It's easy to love some people. The true test is to love someone who's hard to love. Send all your enemies love. When a problem arises, go within, get very quiet about it, use it to learn something. Being intelligent is not being studious. It is knowing how to be fulfilled in all circumstances. You are creating it all. Nobody else is doing it for you. Go beyond the ideas of succeeding and failing. These are judgments. Stay in the process and allow the universe to handle the details. Stay on purpose and let the universe handle the details. When you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice because that's what's inside. The very same principle is true about you. When someone squeezes you, puts pressure on you, what comes out is what's inside. And if you don't like what's inside you, you can change it by changing your thoughts. Stop focusing on what you do not have and shift your consciousness to an appreciation for all you are and all that you have. Remember, what you think about is what expands. If you think about what you don't have, then what you don't have will expand. If you think about what you don't like in someone, then what you don't like in someone will expand. Some people think they are their packaging. Your body is nothing more than your garage where you temporarily park your soul. Stop looking for your purpose. Be it. You tell me what you're for, and I will show you what is going to expand in a positive way. Tell me what you're against, and I will show you what is going to expand in a destructive way. The essence of greatness is the ability to choose personal fulfillment in circumstances where others choose madness. The fear of not having enough prevents many from seeing that they already are enough. You are totally free when you're able to stop thinking about yourself and your self-importance. Remember the Janis Joplin song, "Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. The more you give away, the more you get back." The only boundaries we have are in form. There are no obstacles in thought. The only response to hatred is love. Everything else will bring you down. You can sit around forever lamenting about how bad you've been feeling guilty until your death, and not one tiny slice of that guilt will do anything to rectify past behavior. You are the result of all the previous pictures you have painted for yourself, and you can always paint new ones. All you get is today and next week maybe, but today now for sure. You cannot get a hold of the wind. It's the same with thought. You can't age thought. You can only age form. Attachment to being right creates suffering. When you have a choice to be right or to be kind, choose kind and watch your suffering disappear. Anything that immobilizes you, gets in your way, keeps you from your goals, is all yours. You can throw it away anytime you choose. What you must do to move yourself into the mental framework for miracle making is to just let go, just surrender. Once you believe in yourself and see your soul as divine and precious, you will automatically be converted to a being who can create a miracle. Authentic empowerment is the knowing that you are on purpose, doing God's work peacefully and harmoniously. Ask yourself, are you part of the problem or part of the solution? No one can choose upsides on a round planet. Authentic empowerment is surrendering to that which is loving, harmonious, and good in ourselves, and not allowing for enemies in our consciousness. Jesus told you that even the least among us could do all that he has done, and even greater things. You can become a miracle worker. Everything in the universe flows. You can't get a hold of water by clutching it. Let your hand relax and you can experience it. If you want to get a hold of some water and really experience water, and you put your hand into the river and squeeze as hard as you can and then look at the water, you'll find that you don't have any. But if you relax, put your hand in the water and let it flow, you'll know exactly what its content is and what its context is. This is the way everything is in the universe. Relax. Don't squeeze too hard. Allow it all to flow, and you'll get a great deal of enjoyment out of everything in this world. The whole universal system is held together through love, harmony, and cooperation. If you use your thoughts according to these principles, you can transcend anything that gets in the way. Love, harmony, and cooperation. They're the mechanics of creation. Every cell that is at ease within itself cooperates with the cell adjacent to it. Every cell that is diseased within itself wants to gobble up the cell next to it. You are one cell in a body called humanity. If you're at ease, you'll cooperate with all of the adjacent cells. If you're a disease, you'll want to gobble them up. If you doubt the principles of the universe, they will not work for you. You must learn to banish the doubt. To not forgive is to not understand how the universe works and how you fit into it. What goes around comes around. Even in a prison, your corner of freedom is how you choose to think. No one can ever take that away from you, ever. Meditation shatters the illusion of your separateness. Meditation gives you an opportunity to come to know your invisible self. Your lifetime in form is to be honored and celebrated. Go beyond your enslavement and live fully in the now, as this is the only time you have. Once you have learned how to enter your inner kingdom, you have a special retreat within that is always available to you.